Thank you for taking time to sign up and receive this very useful information. I'm going to go through this video and I'm going to show you exactly how it works. And below you, there's the download button for you to download this Word document that's going to help you create your ideal avatar. So what this is we call it a Facebook marketing plan. And this is a good example of one of my clients' accounts. So whether you have a fitness gym or a consultancy agency or any type of brick and mortar, or you're just online, um, it's going to help you put the useful information in place to know who your avatar is and their pain points, their problems, and how to create the perfect messaging so that your ads start to attract the right people to click through them and then filter them through an application process. And I'm going to show you that as well. So the first thing we want to do is we want to put in our address and locations of where we believe our avatar is. So for example, this client wants to target people who are in very wealthy areas because his avatar are wealthy business people or wealthy corporate executives. So we put in a few addresses of certain people inside of these columns right here. So go ahead and take some time to do that if you're working on your PDF or on your Word document with me right now. Okay, once you're done with that, then we can go to the area, your company's mission, what it is exactly that you do and why you do it. And then if we scroll down here, this is going to be our ideal target market. So you want to think really hard about who you want to target. And it ain't just everybody. Even though we want to target everybody, we know that the most or the best potential client is someone who is going to stay with you for a very long time, who's going to spend the most money with you, and who's also a client who's going to actually become a part of you, a part of your business, a part of helping you grow as well, as far as them referring people. They are also not headache type of clients, probably. They're not going to be causing problems, wanting refunds. So you want to think really hard about who it is that you have right now that are the best, and you want to type that in here. So for example, his market is not younger people, his is older people, because older people are more long term and they want a specific end result to a specific problem, and that's what's working for him. Now we're going to create persona number one. Persona number one is an actual person that is your avatar. It's who you want your ad to be shown to, and be as specific as possible who they are. So for example, a female between the ages of 40 and 50 has no clue what they're doing, beginner, or maybe they have failed at the current or previous approach and they need support. They shop at Whole Foods, Fresh Market, wants to be a great example for their kids. They actually spend money on health stuff, and they are currently working out at another gym. In his case, he's a fitness professional, and they already have a personal trainer. So this person, his market is someone who's already financially spending money on trying to get results. And what we've seen is those are the best people that you should target. If you're a consultant, then you should target a business person who is specifically, let's get specific with it. So someone like a trader, if that's who your market is, or a brick and mortar, or an online coach, whatever you do, and that person is already spending money on trying to get results for their business, or they're already spending money on what they want to accomplish. And that's going to be an easier market for you versus someone who has never spent $1 on themselves. And whenever you pitch something to them, it's going to be their first time buy, which will probably be a little bit more harder to sell. And once you're done with persona number one, you can even give her a name like Rachel or him a name like John, whatever. And it can actually be one of your clients too. Once you're done with persona number one, create your second persona, which is someone else. In this case, it's a male, and they're single or married. Could be parents, probably most likely a parent. Quite similar to the same as persona one, and that's your second persona. You probably have more than one persona, so it's good to create two or three, and I'm going to show you why. So we have another market, and this market is a male between the age of 56 and above, 56 and 70. So this is a super older person. Well, not super old, but you know what I mean. They're older, and they are not conflicting with this persona. So this persona is 40 to 55, and his persona is 56 to 70. And they shop at Whole Foods, household income above 75K, um, have kids or can have kids. They're also very active, it seems. They play golf, tennis, enjoy walking and running, and they also are going to another gym. So now what we've got is multiple personas. And the reason we want to have multiple personas is because of this. If we are targeting only one market, that market, no matter what you're offering them, is going to fatigue. They're going to get tired of seeing you. And you're going to have to switch up what you're showing them. Now, you're going to have to switch up what you're showing people regardless. However, what's going to happen over time is you're going to have to start switching up your marketing campaigns more aggressively. And now you're chasing lead costs. You probably are if you're running ads right now. You're chasing lead costs. You're chasing uh, results. You're trying to test something else, to see what works. And you could actually run this more better through a strategic plan, which is a rotation. If you're targeting men only, then when the women is not getting targeted, you can run some type of branding to them, some type of educational content to them, some type of uh, content where they are interacting with your brand through the platform and they're starting to learn more about who you are and starting to trust you a little bit more. Now, when it's time to rotate, whether it's 1 month or 2 months, that's when you're wanting to focus on building that rotation to where now you're keeping your actual cost per lead stable. It's not rising too much and it's not going down too much. It stands stable. And you're not having to chase people. If you do this correctly over time, people are going to start coming to you versus you trying to chase them. And that's the way you're going to want to have it. Okay, below that, if you scroll down, there's a couple of useful stuff that I added as a bonus that's going to help you with your branding. Below that, if you see, there's going to be the AIDA formula, and that's going to be kind of where you're wanting to, you've, even though if you create the right copy and you create the right ad, still you're going to have people that click on it, and they might even sign up who are not your ideal avatar. Still, the chances are going to be a little bit less just because of your message. However, you're still going to have other people do it. And what you want to do with this is you're creating content where you're starting to filter out those people more and more, and you're starting to attract the people that you want more and more. I'm going to get into that on another video, but that's the main part is I wanted you to focus on creating your ideal avatar by creating it in this Word document. This is going to help you with understanding who it is you want to target, and is going to help you draft the correct message for your ad copy. I'm going to also get into that too. The next thing that I have for you, this next PDF that I'm going to have for you is the AIDA formula, and this is where we want to create the message. So awareness, this is where it's more problem aware. These people are already aware of their problem. They already know that they're in pain or they have a problem. They already know it. So for example, resulting back to my client who's a fitness professional, those people already want They know that they don't feel very comfortable with the way they look, or they don't feel comfortable with their health, and that's their problem, or their need is to want to get it fixed. They want to lose weight or get more back to being more healthy. So right here, we want to start with as if we are in their shoes. And to be honest, it's really good to give your clients this and let them fill it out. That way, they will tell you what your messaging should be in your ads. But you want to start with I am suffering from lower back pain, especially when I wake up in the mornings. I am not sure how to fix it. If you give this to your clients, they are going to tell you real specific things that you may have not been aware of. That's going to work great with your ad copy. The next is show solution aware. They may know how this is supposed to be fixed, but they're just not doing it. So you want them to write in here, or if you do, properly diagnose to see if there's an immediate issue. So they think that if they're suffering from, in this example, they're suffering from back pain, then they know that in order to fix it, they need to consult a chiropractor. If they are our fitness client, then they know that they are suffering from being unhealthy and not liking the way they feel and look. So they know to fix that is to go to the gym and get a personal trainer and to eat more healthier. And they may already know that. Now the problem, there's a big gap between knowing that and doing it. And that's what this is for, is to know it. Desire is product aware. That means that they are aware of your product, your service. They know it. And that's what they want to write down. We can give you a free assessment and help you fix your back. That's where you want to get into. How is your program more different? So you remember the client over here said that they already have a personal trainer. Why should they hire another personal trainer if they already have one? So the same thing goes here. What is it that you're going to give them that is going to get them the results versus what they're already getting from over here that's probably not getting them the results? And that's the most important part. So that's what you want to put into detail, exactly what it is. And you can give this to your client. And your client, you can say, hey, client, I want you to write down your experience with us of what type of results you've gotten with us versus what you've gotten from other people that you signed up for. What's the gap and what's the difference? And they'll tell you right here, honestly, they'll tell you, they'll say, hey, what I'm getting from here is we're getting a custom nutrition plan. We're getting these workouts are the best because they are the ones that work the best. You know more than I do if you're a PT. That's exactly what you want to write down. And then action, most aware. So this right here is the offer. And this one, I don't want to touch on that, but this is something that I can discuss in another video because it's a whole new different thing. But what's happening with most, even marketers, even agencies, is they are skipping all of this. They're skipping awareness, interest, desire, and they're going straight for the jugular action. And what that's doing for people is they are seeing the same thing from other people, and that's not giving them the convincing that it's going to help them because they've been promised before, they've been lied to before, or if that, and it ain't really helping them get that trust established to where they're going to go forward with you. So that's where we want to close that gap and offer these things so that we create the bridge because they know where they need to go. They know they're at point A and they need to get to point C. And our job is to create that bridge for them to cross so that they can get to C. And that's what this is going to help. Your offer so being back from the personal training point of view is, let's say, a 12-week program. Normally, if you give them in any business a time frame to that solution, that gives them a sense of accomplishment. And that sense of accomplishment is going to help them have that established trust. Now, whenever you got competition or fatigue people that are seeing time frames already. Now you're going to start getting more specific about that time frame, and you're going to tell them the type of results clients have already gotten within that time frame, and you have to prove it. And that's going to help them be a little bit more convinced. And whenever you introduce them AID in front of it, then they're very convinced already. By the time they get action, they're already convinced. Okay, so click the link below. There's a button for you to download the marketing plan, the Word document. There's a button below that to download this form. And then there's one more button below to schedule a call with me or one of my ad experts one-on-one. On that call, what we're going to do is go over some of our clients' ad accounts and the copy that we're using that are getting them the best results for the least spend. We don't focus on cost per lead. It's irrelevant. What our number one focus on is cost per sale. So sometimes our cost per leads are expensive, but the cost per sale is cheap, if that makes sense. And what we do is what we'll show you as well is we'll go through a client's account and you'll be able to see the funnel and how they go from the actual form to application, where we're actually asking them questions and we are getting more information about who it is that are signing up, and it's helping us get a more pre-qualified lead. But that lead is pre-qualified also because of the steps that we took before that, which is the AIDA formula. And as you can see, it'll show, how many leads we're getting and how many registrations. And registrations in our definition is applications. They're filling out a long application form that they're submitting to become a part of your program. And when that happens, it's more different. It's a more different approach than what you're used to. And leads are actually chasing us versus us having to chase them down. So it's all about getting quality versus quantity, because once we get quality, then we can increase the quantity. So as you can see right here, 18 leads, 11 applications, 14 leads, 2 apps based on that avatar, 19 leads, 2 apps, actually 19 leads, 15 applications, 14 leads, 7 applications, just 41 leads and 32 applications. As you can see, it's so, and this is all within the last 30 days of 2021, January. So you can see it's a stable lead cost that he's getting due to the formulas that we're creating, even in a semi-depressed market during post-pandemic. Click the button below, schedule a call with one of us, and we'll be happy to show you and help you with this. And after that call, we'll pitch you our service if you're interested. If not, it's fine, and then we'll take it from there. Thank you.